but you never submit. You got stand power, stronger than cement. Trust me, all the hard times I ever sent. You got a high purpose, high calling. Even when you alone, you're still important. It might seem impossible, but just keep moving forward. It's not the destination, the journey is rewarded. Don't be a worrier, be a warrior. You'll be the winner at the end of the story, victorious. Doesn't matter where you start, you can win. Doesn't matter where you're from, you can win. Doesn't matter if it's hard, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have lost before, but you can win. When your back's against the wall, you can win. When it's 1 against 1,000, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have. You are stronger than your fears and setbacks, never forget that. Nothing on this earth can overpower you. You got the strength to power through, living truth. Dig in the roots, better proofs. Dig deep in your soul, you got a lot to use. A lot to lose now, you can never lose if you never quit. Overwhelmed and submerged, but you never submit. You got stand power, stronger than cement. Trust me, all the hard times I ever sent. You got a high purpose, high calling. Even when you alone, you're still important. It might seem impossible, but just keep moving forward. It's not the destination, the journey is rewarded. Don't be a worrier, be a warrior. You'll be the winner at the end of the story, victorious. Doesn't matter where you start, you can win. Doesn't matter where you're from, you can win. Doesn't matter if it's hard, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have lost before, but you can win. When your back's against the wall, you can win. When it's 1 against 1,000, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have. You are stronger than your fears and setbacks, never forget that. Nothing on this earth can overpower you. You got the strength to power through, living truth. Dig in the roots, better proofs. Dig deep in your soul, you got a lot to use. A lot to lose now, you can never lose if you never quit. Overwhelmed and submerged, but you never submit. You got stand power, stronger than cement. Trust me, all the hard times I ever sent. You got a high purpose, high calling. Even when you alone, you're still important. It might seem impossible, but just keep moving forward. It's not the destination, the journey is rewarded. Don't be a worrier, be a warrior. You'll be the winner at the end of the story, victorious. Doesn't matter where you start, you can win. Doesn't matter where you're from, you can win. Doesn't matter if it's hard, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have lost before, but you can win. When you're back.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our Wednesday night edition, of course, of the Walking This Way Impact Voice podcast. Of course, I am your host, Furman Jackson Jr., broadcasting out of DFW. I also want to give a big shout out to my co-host, Nancy C., the Kingdom Chick out of Miami, Florida. Hopefully, she will be tuning in as well. But most importantly, we want to thank everybody for continuing rocking with us, supporting us since day one. And we brave y'all live content every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Saturday. And of course, you know, here on the podcast, it's all about extraordinary people who are doing extraordinary things. Individuals turn their dreams into reality. Because remember, growing up, we all had dreams. We all had goals. We all had aspirations to be somebody. And they always told us, you put your mind so you can be anything that you want to be. I remember at church, we had imagination. They say wild imaginations. But we know imaginations come from God. Because we know that we could do it may be impossible to us, but we know that he do the all things are possible with him. And that's what it's all about. But most importantly, it's all about keeping him first. As Matthew 6:33 tells us, seek ye first the kingdom of God and where his righteousness and all these things should be added unto you. And most importantly, we all have gifts, ladies and gentlemen. The scripture lets us know that our gift, not your degree, not who you know. It's not this person, that person, your gift. Whatever your gift is, tap into that gift, and your gift is gonna make room for you. And I have an individual here tonight who's tapped into her gift, and her gift's made room for her. Reached out, big shout out to Miss Jones for allowing this connection to happen. Reached out, made it happen, and you're here. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience. We're gonna have a good time tonight as she takes behind the scenes on this extraordinary individual, as you allow us to come into your world and get to know who is this extraordinary individual. So go ahead and introduce yourself here to the audience here on the Walking This Way Impact Voice podcast.
Well, I'm Shayla Sweetz, local artist, singer, writer, actress out of Fort Worth, Texas. Actually, I've been singing for a long time, but actually went solo in 2019, and things just got real interesting after that. So had to figure things out in 2020, but we got through it.
Well, you know what, and that's it. I know 2020, that's the time we had a pandemic that went on. Everything was shut down, everything was isolated. We know individuals lost jobs, no bounce back from that, business is shut down. But we know that at the time, individuals at the time were utilizing their gifts. They were creating stuff, they was
Oh
creating
yeah.
content, they were doing this and doing that. But when 2020 hit, and we know a lot of people handled it differently. Some use it as an opportunity to get to know themselves again. Some use the opportunity to reconnect with their families in the midst of the shutdown, the lockdown. But how did you cope with the pandemic in 2020?
Well, that's when I learned what a essential worker was because I became one. So I didn't get a break. I worked,
Yeah,
but
me too.
I had to. I shut my hair business down. We couldn't do hair, but at the time I was an assistant manager at Family Dollar, and I was still like planning shows. When we got the stimulus, my stimulus check was my first show. I was able to pay my band, the venue, the artists that went on before me, and when that went right, that was just like, okay, I'm ready for the next one. Let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. So it was just like I got that taste early that I never thought about putting on my own show, but God dropped that thought in my mind because if nobody else gonna put you on, put yourself on.
That's it.
And when I got that check, that's basically what I did.
And we know that individuals did invest with that. But I know you want to invest in what you believe in. Because like you
Mhm.
said, if no one else ain't gonna do it, I have to do it myself. And that's what it's all about, being determined to be successful, but
Right.
also believing in yourself, because you have to make things happen. And I had a conversation before we came on the show, I had a conversation with an individual. Everything was talking about work. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the grind. You can't you can take a shortcut all day long, but it's not
Right.
gonna last long. You can't go over it. You can't go under. You got to go straight to that door.
That's very
It,
cool, yeah.
it has not changed. There's nothing
Yeah.
new under the sun, but putting in that grind. And like I said, we're going to talk about the pandemic 2020. I know you, because I did that kind of work too. So I was still working as well. But just taking advantage of the opportunity of working on this, working on that. So was you doing that too? Even though you were working, but also working with your craft, your skills, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was still like trying to finish. What did I finish? I think yeah, everything was done and together, but I was doing shows here and there. Um just where I could, like friends that just had a program, they'll put something together and then I just hop on the show or they ask me to get on there. Um I want to say after my first show, I would put on two more that year. So it kind of got like everybody kind of got used to me putting one on spring, and then the summer for my birthday, and then the winter show. That's kind of how I was rocking it until my band broke up.
Right. And I know you mentioned that earlier, band, and then you end up becoming a solo artist.
Mhm.
Uh, how was that transition at the time? Because I know that could be very hard when you started with a band, now cannot transition to so, which we know it does happen. We see a lot of bands, a lot of groups start out, but eventually you always have that one who does transition to being a solo artist and become very, very successful
Yeah.
as well. So how was that transition that time? Because I know
Well, see,
in a
I was a solo artist that actually performed with a band. Like,
oh, okay, okay,
yeah, I would have my music, but sometimes, when somebody asks me to perform, if I'm a headline, I'd rather do just a live performance instead of just tracks.
right.
But we were trying to grow and make things better, and there was a disagreement that didn't work out. So just trying to create that sound over and over again was hard because I tried to link up with different bands, and it just wasn't right. So
Right.
I couldn't get it. So and then I just kind of quit for a couple of years. And but it was, how you just have like that monkey on your back just still bothering you. And
Right.
I go see different people perform. And one time the host, he was like, Shayla Sweetz, whenever she get out of retirement, and I was like, I'm not in retirement. I'm just chilling. Like I'm good. I'd rather just work right now. And I don't know. I just one day I got the itch, and it was like it's time. It's time to get back out there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you've been in the background and behind the scenes for a while. Whatever you mad at, get over it. Cause people are asking like, "What you doing?" and "Why are you sitting down?" So I just said, "Why not? This will never leave." I see, so I might as well continue.
But you know what? I do believe this too. Whatever you start, you should finish it, and you
Yeah,
want to see the byproduct all the way through. And we know we had an interview who started out, then fade away. You got some who bounce right back into the game, and
yeah,
because it's something that you love doing, it's something you
right.
enjoy doing, and all the other great stuff. So I'm gonna ask you this too: do you consider yourself a professionalist when it comes to your craft? Because I know a lot of individuals do take their craft very, very seriously. They don't take it lightly. They about their business. They stand 10 toes down on their business. So, do you consider yourself being a professionalist?
I do, because I feel like that's my insecure spot. Um, because I write my own stuff. So if I don't know my own music, if I don't know my own words, or if it doesn't make sense to the audience, that kind of reflects on me on what I'm
Right.
doing. I also, like I said earlier, I'm a writer. I write plays and stuff. When I wrote my play, I think I looked over it maybe 10 times. It was complete, it was done. And I think I just kept going over so it can sound right. Just like when somebody, just a random person picking up and reading it, I just wanted to display what in my mind I wanted to be on paper. So I would say I'm a perfectionist because it just why not? Like if you building a house, it gotta be perfect. Or later
I
on
agree.
in life, the foundation gonna crumble and you really just gonna be on a pile of bricks. You got to start back over. So if you do it right and perfect, you're perfect, then I think you can build from there. I believe, not think, but I believe you can build from there.
You know what? I agree. Because when you're out here grinding, you're out here before the people, you want to bring in the best product possible because they're trading their time to see you perform live, right? So
Right.
you always want to bring in that, like I was telling someone earlier, anything you do in life, no matter what it is, you should put your 1000% into it because at the end of the day, it's not about us, but it's whom we come in contact with. And like you said, when you out there performing, writing music, and I know you're not doing it for you, but you're doing it for the audience. You want to give them the best show possible. You want to give them the best music possible, that when they can listen to your music and they vibing with it and they bobbing to it, and they can just hit repeat on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. It's for the people. It's for the audience, because they're trading their money and their time to what? Come out, hear you perform. So I totally agree 1000%, because these are the individuals at the end of the day will be paying your bills.
Yeah.
Just saying. Because I see some people who don't. That's another thing too I've seen. You have to put in the investment. You have to put in the money. And I see a lot, and I witnessed a lot of individuals who does this. They don't want to put in the money into their craft. They don't want to put in the money to get pictures done. They don't want to put in the money to get studio, all this stuff. They, for some reason, why is that? Why it's got to be a fight of not investing in yourself when you should be investing in yourself, because you want all these big time execs to come see you. But if you have stepping and you're not taking yourself seriously, they won't take you seriously.
I would say ego. I would say people that got their ego in the way, not really humble enough to say, you know what, I'm not there yet. So let me ask questions and get directions from somebody that's been there. Maybe they can help me or teach me. I want to say I made that mistake where I kind of jumped out there too fast and kind of put myself in. Not only did I lose my band, my music was taken down from all social platforms because it was put up wrong. Because I had people to help me, but because I thought in my mind, the way music go, I had and this was my first time doing it. I just knew how this went, and y'all moving slow, and it's a deadline, and we got to be here and there, and all the deadlines I made, nothing came about like how I thought. So it was just like I almost lost my train of thought. Just being with the wrong people, and that's kind of how I lost my kind of got the wrong information on how to put my music up, and just got ahead of myself. And if I would have just stayed where I was, because I even when I started back, I even said, you know what, thank you, God, for allowing this person to even still work with me, because I was humble enough to go back to them and say, I apologize because I moved too fast. And if y'all would have me back, I would love to work with y'all. And they was like, girl, go on, anybody worry about you. We already knew this was gonna happen. I mean, it happens. You just gotta go out there, get your feelings hurt, and come back. And I was just humble enough to be like, I'm sorry, and could we start over? And at this point, yeah, I dumbed my ego down, and I feel like I'm on a better side of things instead of where I was.
Man, that's what's up. Before going any further, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna be right back after this commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back here on the Walking This Way Impact What's podcast. Thank everybody for hanging with us, rocking with us, and most important, just thank everybody for the love and support. We're back here on our Wednesday night edition. Big shout out to Miss Sweet just hanging out with me tonight, talking about her career. And I know you mentioned, matter of fact, how long have you been in the music industry? Of course, I know you mentioned that earlier for those who maybe timing in. And I also want to ask, does entertainment runs in your family? Are you the first one in your family to pursue music and other genres of entertainment?
No, I have a cousin that she did gospels. Like she did a couple of gospel tracks where she recorded, but I want to say she did that and kind of quit. She hadn't really talked about it anymore. But as far as like how I'm taking it, I would say I'm the first one in my family that just do a constant over and over again. Yeah, I'm the first one.
Okay, I mean, awesome. So what? Let me ask you this: what artist or producer that you would love to work with?
Hmm. Uh, I would say like because of like the creativity, I've been watching like Missy Elliott and Timberland.
Okay,
I would like to work with them.
okay.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, cause all about that creativity. Cause I remember when Timbaland, when he had Beat Club, he came out with them crazy beats, but it was catchy though. With
Yeah.
the country, with that country, with a country twist to it.
Yeah.
I mean, cause you gotta be creative, right? You gotta be creative, and keeping up with the time. Now, I do have a question for you as well. In the comment section from Mrs. Jones, she said, "What's your next project?"
Uh, my next project. I have several lined up. I don't want to jinx it though, but I'm gonna re-release my EP, my first EP, and I do have some music coming out. It's not like what I've been doing. It's just a little something different. It's kind of something that's just how you have something just inside you. You got to get it out.
Right.
That's kind of what it is. Um, and I'm also working on a stage play.
Okay, awesome. Let me ask you this: what artist did you look up to growing up? Who was your all-time favorite artist? One that you always looked up to, growing up.
Whitney Houston.
Okay,
Yeah, I would. If I didn't have nothing to do, I would be in my room with my radio going, listening to a cassette tape or a CD. So yeah,
do
Whitney
they still
Houston.
make CD? Do they still make CDs? They don't make CDs no more, do they? They still
I don't
make
know. They probably do because they
because
still. I don't know. I'm about to say they're making DVDs, but no. Why would they? Because everything is
stream
on.
everything is streaming now. So just
Yeah, straight
like
to your TV.
yeah, so like with music, you have Apple, Spotify, help me out. It's so many other music outlets that people don't even do CDs no more. But you know,
Yeah.
I see a CD warehouse, but I doubt people they may do. I doubt it, but I don't know. What I have to ask somebody.
I was
Um,
actually like asking somebody, what are y'all doing with y'all CDs? Because I mean, it's just sitting around because I don't have nothing to play it on. Am I supposed to throw this away, or do I give them to somebody, or what? Do I
yeah,
keep it
because
for collectibles? What am I supposed to do with this?
right, because unless you have an older model vehicle and it has a CD player in it, but nowadays you connect everything on your phone because like you got
YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess you got to keep with the times. So I got another question for you. Mr.
Mhm.
Jones asked this question: local artists to work with.
Local artists to work with. Oh man, because I don't know everybody. I'm really open. Cause see, like I know a lot of artists, so I would but just to pick one person, and I would work with all of them. I would say, Lord, my mind is drawing a blank. J Trouble, Adrian Lachey, Indigo Jones. Indigo Jones actually did my backgrounds on one of my songs on my EP. Um, I'm sorry, what's the Audio Dre, E Rasta. Uh, yeah, basically everybody who I kind of know, I would I would actually work with, or anybody who's willing. I'm open to.
Hey, yeah, that's what's all about. It's all about putting that work, right? You got to put in that work because the grind and the hustle is real.
Right,
The
right.
next question is, Ms. Jones said, God has certainly been shining on you. Any gospel, would you?
I, you know what? I haven't done any gospel. I guess because I was forced to do gospel growing up. So it's like now it's like, okay, let me get this out the way. But I wouldn't mind doing gospel. I got a
Right.
feeling when I walk in Sunday, they're gonna be like, Shayla, you got a song for us? So
Well, you. It's all about knowing your niche. It's all about knowing. What are you being led to do? Of course, it's like that. Because we know music is a gift.
yeah,
God created music. Of course, we know music has its different. What the word? Places. Some
mhm,
people have music for motivation. Some have it for romance.
right,
Just to relax. So there's always different genre of music that people listen to in a ride, in the comfort of their own home, where they're working out at the gym, where they just taking a walk. So there, people always listen to different types of music. So when it comes to you, are you diverse in doing all types of music? Because I know a lot of times people always labeled certain artists as being one dimensional. But
yeah.
do you consider yourself being versatile in all genres of music?
I consider myself being versatile. I don't want to just be in one genre. I kind of want to
Right,
be all over. I see myself as like neo soul, jazz, hip hop, like pop kind of person.
right.
It's like all intertwined because that's kind of what I listen to. I don't just listen to one thing. I want to kind of put everything off in there. So
Yeah,
if I put an album out, you wouldn't really know what to expect.
yeah. That's how I look at it. Cause you just can't be one diverse due to who you are. If that
Right.
makes sense. Because they're different, just like in our community. Just in our community alone, a lot of people don't listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
Some listen to rock, pop, uh, different types of music. So everybody has different tastes. Everybody does not have the same taste in music. If that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So what we got now in the comment. Okay, Mr. Jones asked this. Also, the DFW connection are tight. Good to know. I like to host a project to where I showcase you and Lady, I say Miss P, Lady P, are you familiar? That soulful, very soulful feeling mellow. You are all fantastic. Will you be interested? She's talking about putting together a show.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
that's what she's talking about. And she said, great question from yes, all genre of music as though she hits all avenues. Yeah, I just believe in being diverse because we label ourselves so much according to the content, the color of our skin. Just because you black, they think you listen to hip hop. It's a
Mhm.
lot of black people don't even listen to hip hop. I'm just
Right.
saying, some listen to rock, country, heavy metal. Back in the 80s, we listened to all different types of music back in the 80s.
Right.
So music to me, music is music. Where it's good, if it's good, I listen to it, I rock to it, I bob my head to it, because you always want to be diverse when it comes to music, of course.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
she said, absolutely, let's go. That's what she said in the comment section. So, what you got coming up next? What you got planned out for the rest of this year? Any upcoming events, music wise? What's going on in the camp?
Well, I have the 17th of May, I have a show with ooh, she gonna give me. It's I have a show. It's in Arlington, and oh my god, uh, oh my gosh, something Tales, Allure Tales, Aura Tales. I believe it's gonna be on my page. Where I'm there's a musician, a poet, and a painter or artist that's gonna be presented. I'm gonna be the musician for the night, and then we also have a guy. He's a poet and a painter, and he's gonna be on stage as well. So we both gonna be rocking out that night. I'll have my birthday concert coming up in August, August the 23rd. Um, I haven't locked down a location yet, but follow my page, Instagram. I am Shayla Sweetz, and I will have and my other page Shayla Sweetz, and I promise I will have everything down. I'm also doing something with Miss Diana Jones on August the 9th. We're doing. I'm terrible at this.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, it's for like Cancer Foundation,
Okay.
and as far as right now, I do have a couple of private shows that people have hired me for,
Okay.
and right now that's it.
Okay, she did put in the comment section. It's the DFW Bad Black Authors Gala in August, August the 9th. That's the event that she's talking about. So she did put in the comment section. So big shout out to her for putting it in the comment section of the way. But you know what? I mean, what is the fulfillment of living the joy of doing something that you enjoy doing? Because we have individuals who wake up miserable, sad, mad at the world, feel like they're missing out on their life. Because scriptures say that Jesus I came that you might have life and have life more abundantly. I believe you should be happy. You should be full of joy. You should have peace. You should look at life in a whole new direction instead of looking at why me, poor me. I never be this, I never be that. But just knowing your worth and knowing your value.
Mhm. Um, well, I appreciate that I can be relatable to someone, whatever I put out, because I feel like God dropped it in my mind for a reason, for it to touch somebody. Whatever
Hmm.
I've been through may help somebody else. I was telling a friend before that I was in a terrible relationship, and the videos that I see on YouTube, I wish they would have had 10 years ago, because I probably
Right.
would have been sooner. But I mean, timing is everything, and God always got you no matter what. But it's just the connection, that
Yeah.
knowing somebody, knowing that I'm not alone, I'm not by myself. I can
True.
If they work through it, then I can work through it.
That's true. And that's true. That's how you have to look at everything on an uplifting note and a positive note and all the other stuff. I know we about to get to that time, of course, and I'm respectful of people's time. So as we get ready to depart, what words of advice, what sounds of wisdom you want to leave here with the listening audience as we get ready to depart?
Um, Follow your heart. Always listen to yourself and trust your words, because you are smarter than you actually know. And if you trust you, you can't get through it. God is going to always guide you correctly. It may not seem like it's going right. You may seem like you're by yourself, but you always got to look at each situation. I'm here for a reason. And everything I've been through, I got through. So let me figure out how to get through this as well. So don't fret. Don't put that pressure on you. because that's self-inflicted.
Hey, that's it. And that's it. So go ahead and plug in your social media sites so people can start following you, get all the latest updates and all the good news that's going on.
All right, y'all. I'm Shayla Sweetz. Y'all can find me on IG at I am Shayla Sweetz, all one word, and that's Sweets with a Z at the end. Also, my other page, Shayla Sweetz, one word. Facebook, Shayla Sweetz Watson. Hit me up. You want to send me an inbox? I heard you on because I don't just on Facebook. I don't accept everybody. So if you want to
Yeah, I
go ahead and
understand.
send me a message and be like, I heard you on the online, and then I'll accept you. I'll follow you back. So yes, I'm open for booking. Whatever conversation. Sometimes people need to talk and get some things out. So if you
Right.
give me time to prepare to listen, I'll be there. So
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. Also, Ms. Jones said tickets to the DFW Bad Dallas Fort Worth Black Authors Gallery at the Bookshop and Doc Community. Please pick up your tickets for $45. The event is host. So that's in Fort Worth. So go out to Fort Worth, go to the Doc Bookshop and Doc's Community to go get your tickets for this awesome event. So go out there, support, show some love, and all the other great stuff. So that's going to be August the 9th. So tickets are available right now. So go to the Doc Bookshop and Doc Community for your ticket. Going to support this great event here in the DFW. All the local authors here in the DFW. Celebrate them. If you see them at the event, love on them, congratulate them, celebrate with them. Because it's all about putting the work. And these individuals put in the work, they grind, they grind, they grind, they grind, they grind. So that's what it's all about. So we're about to get ready to depart. Big shout out Ms. Jones. Thank you again. So we're about to get ready to depart. Man, y'all have a great Wednesday. We'll see you later on this week. Till then, be blessed, everybody.